do a little idle test. So just last night I got the carb installed, and I put the supermoto wheels on and put the bike back together. So we're gonna go fire it up. Fire this bad boy up, and we're just gonna let it. We're gonna let it idle, then we'll rev it a little bit. Then later today I'll take it for a ride around the block or something. So, oops, I left the fuel on. I left the fuel on last night, but there's no fuel under the bike, so that's a good thing. That means the float bowl is the float needle is sealing properly. All right, so if you remember correctly, it fired up right away last night. So let's try this. Boom. Good. Handlebar left, handlebar right. Idle doesn't change. That's good. Idle's a little high, 1500, 1600 RPM. Might need to adjust that a little bit with a screwdriver, but I think it's okay for now. Okay, it's been idling for about a minute or two. We'll check the RPM again. It's about 1700 RPM. Probably going to want to bring it down a little bit. I want to get it around 1500. So what we're looking for. At least I think that's what it should be. That's usually what dirt bikes or singles run at, 1500 RPM. Most street bikes are like 1200. 1500 is good for a dirt bike. Alright, so that's about 1500 right there. According to this anyways, my little tachometer. I don't know how accurate it is. So alright, so we're gonna try to rev it. That's not good. So it seems like I got the needle settings are right, the pilot is right. It feels like the main jet is too. It's either it's not enough or it's too much. And it looks like it's too much fuel. It's just like kind of drowning in fuel. It's really fast though. No, there's not enough fuel. It's cracking and popping. Okay, also, man, I can't find the airbox lid right now. While the bike's warm, we'll do one thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the choke on. The choke will make it richer, and if it runs better with the choke, that means Okay, so when I pull the choke out, it revs. So that means we're getting we're not getting enough fuel, I think. Yeah, I think. So when I pull the choke out, it revs really good. But when I don't pull the choke, so that means we're not getting enough fuel. I think we may have to go up on the jet a little bit. I do have one size bigger jet, so also we can plug the airbox. We can limit the amount of air going into the airbox, and that may help too. So for now, I don't really want to dig into the carb anymore. Anyway, but I could. I have one more. I have one more main jet. A main jet that has more. It's a bigger main jet, but well, like a little bit. So we can try that. But first, let's try putting the airbox in. Well, I have to go find it. I don't remember where I put it. It's in my garage. So. All right. So, but yeah. Okay, haha! I found it. I found my airbox lid. So we'll put the airbox lid on there, and we'll see if it runs any better. So basically, what putting the lid on will do is restrict the airflow, and it'll make it run. It'll make it run richer. I feel that it might be running. It might be running too lean. That's what it is. It's sucking too much air in. So I'll go ahead and install this bad boy, and then it'd be good to have it back on. It keeps the dirt out and stuff. So. Okay, I got the airbox lid installed. Let's go fire it up and see if it'll rev now. Should be quieter now. What it sounds like is there might have been something clogged up in the carb, and now it's running fine. That, or I didn't let it warm up enough, and revving it a lot helped warm it up. So yeah, what we got to do is we got to take it for a test ride. And, all right, here's me here. We're gonna go take the KLX with the KX Carb for a little spin around the neighborhood. It seems we were having a little trouble getting it to rev at high RPM earlier, or high throttle, wide open throttle. So we're going to take it for a spin, see how it is. Should be nice and warm already. I hadn't used these tires in a while, and they didn't have any air in them. They had like 8 psi. So, all right, here we go. I got my gear on, at-get, right? It has a little trouble starting. Let's just take it for a little spin. Seems good. At low throttle, it's good. We'll open it up a little more. Not bad. It'll be fun to ride this bike, man. Alright, there we go. There's where our problems start, at about half throttle. Yeah, something is just not adjusted right, man. I'm just not really sure what it is, you know? Yeah, it just kind of stumbles. It just stumbles when I give it more gas. Not really sure, man. Just a little bit of throttle, it's okay. When I get into about that half throttle, it starts to sputter and stuff. It's not wanting to go. Yeah, about half throttle, it starts to sputter. Yeah. Man, this thing is freaking carbs, dude. It's been a minute since I had the supermoto wheels on this. Yeah, there's like a big bog. You can hear it. It just you know, it just loses power. Right there in the middle. I think it's a needle, man. I think it's a needle. We may have to raise the needle. I'm not sure. We have to raise it or lower it. It's one of those. So Hayes Vega is just not an expert at tuning carbs. I just know, like, hey, if it's not running right, you gotta mess with this jet, you know. And I don't know if that's a lean or rich or anything. But it runs good low throttle. That one's real good. That's just a quarter throttle right there. Real good. Yeah, just a little bit of throttle, it runs good. When I get it to about half throttle, it just kind of falls flat a little bit. It's kind of like it bucks and stuff and doesn't want to go. Not really sure, man. I think we got to mess with the needle. That's what we got to do. But when I go wide open throttle, it goes, see? It doesn't go very fast, but... Yeah, I think we got to mess with the needle. I think that's what we got to do. That's what I'm thinking, the needle. Idle's okay. Just kind of popping a little bit. So idle's a little low now. It runs really good low throttle. Low throttle runs really good, real nice and smooth. But once you get to half, it starts to sputter, and then you give it full throttle, and then it starts to want to go. You know, so I think that's that point. It transitions from the needle to the main jet, and then it starts to go. So let's try taking the airbox out. That shouldn't take too long. Let's take the airbox out and the let's see the airbox lid and see if it makes it go any faster. Maybe we got it jetted too. So right now, if it goes faster without the lid on, that means it wants more air. Should be it. All right, the air filter is quite dirty too, so I'm probably gonna have to clean that. Probably should have cleaned that before we did this test, so I don't think it makes too much of a difference though. Okay, so lid is off. Let's see how it runs. So now it's leaner now. Let's see how faster it'll go. Once again, it runs great, low throttle. It's a little louder now. Oh, it runs even worse. Yeah, it runs even worse. Oh, yeah, way worse, dude. It's lean. It's lean.
Yeah, it's worse. It's even worse. Oh, yeah. It's lean. Low throttle runs real good though. Yeah, it's the needle, dude. It's the needle, and it looks like we need to make it richer. Because it does not run very... it runs better with the airbox on. Lid on. It's like we're not getting enough fuel. Yeah, it runs really good with part throttle, man. Just give it a little throttle, it goes, you know. Half throttle. Yeah, it's not getting enough fuel. If anything, I feel that we need to go up on the main jet. We need to go up on the main jet, and then we need more fuel. So I think we have to put the bigger main jet in, and we need more fuel part throttle too. So we have to go. I think we have to raise the needles. What we have to do. So we got to drop the clip one. I think maybe that'll work. So. I'm gonna do that after lunch. I'm gonna eat and I gotta take a shower. So, all right. So that was that's the initial test. Those are my thoughts on it. I think we have to go. I think we have to go bigger on the main, and I think we have to go bigger on the needle. I would like to run it with the airbox on there, airbox lid on there. It probably go if I get the jetting right, we probably go faster without the airbox, but you know, I don't like running without the airbox. Plus you can see the air filter sticking out there and everything. I would prefer we ride with the airbox lid on there, so it keeps the dirt out too. So keeps the dirt out, makes it quieter, it doesn't look as ghetto. So you see how dirty that got. I think I'd only ridden that in the dirt like twice. I think that thing looks like it's overdue for a cleaning. So maybe what I'll do is, I'll clean the air filter, and then I'll stick it inside my car or something, so it'll dry real fast, and then we'll oil it, we'll put it back on, and then we'll put the lid back on, and then we'll do the jetting and all that stuff while it's drying. So yeah, I'll go clean the air filter right now. Yeah, so, all right, so yeah, that is my findings. I feel that we need to go richer. I think we need to go richer. The low idle and just part throttle before we get to that middle, the needle. It runs fantastic. So we got the low throttle sorted out. Now we have to get the mid and the wide open throttle. It seems to still, it'll go with the main jet, but it won't really go. So I think the first thing we'll do, the biggest, what seems like the biggest problem is the needle. It just falls flat. It just falls flat on its face, half throttle. So we will go mess with the needle. We'll raise it a little bit. I don't think we're getting enough fuel in there. That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking maybe we're getting. I was thinking that maybe it was too rich, but it doesn't do that when it's rich. It would kind of like bog a little bit. It would bog is what it would do, but it's not bogging. It's just no power, you know, no power, and start sputtering and stuff. Not enough fuel. That's what my guess. All right, let's make out.